taking a cruise around Australia, probably just mapping out the ground down there. Really, really important info to know if times turn tumultuous. Wouldn't you just love to know what our subs, if we had any, were doing, where they would be? Well, if you're China, you won't have to wonder where to put yours, because these guys are probably mapping as we speak. But China has come out and addressed this in their communist mouthpiece, the Global Times, which I love to read because you get their take on all of the incursions on Australia. It doesn't matter whether it's the economic terrorism, tariffs, they have their side of the story, and it is fascinating to read, and no less so in this instance. The Global Times read, some Australian politicians just don't get it. They're referring to Dutton. They try to block the improvement of China-Australian relations, constantly spewing harmful rhetoric and hijacking the relationship only for their personal benefit. They have not spared the horses in praising Albanese's handling of this situation, while claiming that Peter Dutton guy is, quote, beating the drums of war.
How dare you.
You can just see Dutton with one of those drums strapped to his stomach, like going for it, helter-skelter.
Well, he is, but he's beating them for Donald Trump.
Indeed, apparently. So we're told. But my goodness, isn't this an own goal by the Chinese? Because nobody here in Australia is going to find this raving endorsement by the CCP of Albanese a real vote winner, right?
Well,
it didn't affect them last time, and of course it's not about the rest of Australia. They're sending a signal to the Chinese diaspora in Australia that you should vote for Albanese because, you know, naughty Mr. Dutton is not going to do nice things to you, which is exactly what they did to Scott Morrison.
Exactly what happened.
And you saw particularly in Victoria, what
Chisholm?
was the correct, which was Box Hill,
Chisholm, Bennelong, and Tangi, three of the most marginal seats
major
that
Chinese
Labor desperately needs to hold on to.
That turned Labor because, you know, the messaging was sent out, and they sent it out via WeChat and whatever, and tell Chinese people you've got to vote Labor because the Liberals are against us.
And everyone's been saying that, you know, Anthony Albanese is terribly soft on China. But I haven't seen Peter Dutton be particularly strident about China.
No, but hang on. Your mate Albo is the Communist Party's choice. How do you defend that?
No, I'm just saying that both leaders are being noticeably muted in their attacks on, standing up.
What do you mean? He's beating the drums of war, Joe.
Yeah, he is.
How's that muted?
But how? Well, that's. I'm not sure if you should take the Chinese Communist Party's propaganda quite literally, but that is the Chinese one.
Yeah, but why would they be so worried? You're saying that Dutton really hasn't said much, but why would they be so worried?
Because he's been more strident.
He's been more strident. Said much. It's not like he came out and was like, "This is what I do." He really didn't, and I know that.
He's been as quiet as a church mouse. So.
Well, you know,
what does that tell you?
Well, he's beating the drums of war, apparently. But look, and this is the thing, they would love Albo to stay there as PM because they get along with him, or actually, you know, the handsome boy just sort of rolls over and doesn't
Don't attack him for being good looking.
Well, I don't think he's
what would happen to me?
Apparently the Chinese.
Imagine if I rocked up to Beijing, they'd think I was the second coming. They'd be building. Oh my God!
Maybe we're reading too much into it, and they just really enjoy when Albanese pops over there and talks to Xi and co about, you know, the cuteness of pandas and koalas and things. They just love getting together and having those fireside chats.